Hi guys, and thank you again for taking a few moments to watch this video, which, well, it's a little bit of a reflection around my business journey and, well, what you need to think about if you're starting a business as well. See, I launched the coaching business back in 2019, but, well, before that, in 2014, I started my own wealth advice firm. See, collectively, I ended up working almost 18 years in wealth and investment advice, and 8 years of that was spent running my own firm. See, I learnt a lot, though, from the wealth business. What to do, and also what not to do, and applying those learnings to the business I'm running here now. But what were some of those key takeaways that I really want you to know? Some of these key takeaways were, do you know what? They're actually the reason that the first business wasn't as successful as what I would have liked. But why? What were the things that I learned? What were those roadblocks, and what have I taken away that I'm applying here today? The first one is this: don't go into business just thinking about the money. Don't start a business or even a career solely focused on the money. How much you can earn, what's the best way to make money, how can I make more? Money, money, money. If money is your sole driver for starting a business, you're setting up for failure from day one. See, I put too much focus and energy on my money, my income, what the business was generating, how much more I could make. Now, don't get me wrong, you need to understand cash flow. You need to have KPIs or goals around revenue inside of a business. But when it becomes so much of a focus, I feel like you're universally just pushing that away, almost kind of like energetically. If that's all you're putting out into the world is, I'm doing this to make money, well, I found you push that money, that revenue further and further away. Because if that's the reason you're starting a business, I feel like you're doing it for the wrong reasons. And I learned that. I learned that it needed to be about what I was doing, the why I was doing it, who I was serving, and how I was serving them, not focus on the money. Number two, the second thing I learned was this. Well, I get it. When you're starting a business, you kind of have to and want to do it pretty lean. Unless you've got a cash cow in the back that you can keep drawing on, keep milking to get all the money to keep building and building the business, then most of us had to do it with, as revenue comes in, we grow. But where and when possible, delegate and outsource. Especially things that you don't enjoy. Don't hang on to a task or a responsibility because it's just easier if I do it, or this is the way I've always done it, or people won't do it the way that I like it done. Outsource, delegate. Outsource, delegate. You not only free up your time to focus on what it is that you're good at, which is either the skill or building the product or whatever it is, or business development, getting out there, growing your brand, growing your name in the market. So don't spend time doing things that somebody else could do. Little things like, even for me, outsourcing things like bookkeeping. I hate it. I hate tracking it all. So I outsource it. But for you, it could be social media campaigns. It could be administration work, whether it's outsourced inside the country, overseas, to technology. Don't try and do everything yourself to save money. Create a list of the things that you don't want to do and prioritize the ones that need to be outsourced or delegated. And then use that available time, though, to generate more business or refine your product or service. So making sure that available time is invested back in the business. I think the third thing I learned was this. And this was probably one of the final roadblocks that really enabled me or stopped enabling me from growing the business to where I truly wanted it to be. And don't get me wrong, the business did quite well and I was really happy with the journey that I had, but what was one of the other little handbrakes that stopped it from probably hitting its heights was, well, the focus wasn't enough on the business, the service, evolving it, getting feedback. I became so rigid in going, this is the way I've always done it, this is the process, that I didn't stop to think, to reinvent, review, ask for feedback. I wasn't constantly changing and evolving. So what do I do now? Well, I ask clients for feedback, actively asking them for feedback. I go to market and I ask for feedback. What are others doing in my space? Constantly be growing and evolving. And a part of that is learning, is education, reading, listening, watching. Find ways to continue to grow and evolve your business. Don't be stagnant, don't sit still. So they're kind of like my 3 takeaways. If you are about to start a business, please focus on those 3 things. Number 1, don't go in it with the sole reason of just wanting to make money. You'll push that money further away. Number 2, delegate and outsource the things that you're either not good at or that will free you up to do stuff that you are very good at, like growing your business or working on your product. And the third one, constantly be learning, asking for feedback to grow and evolve. Thanks as always, and please subscribe, like, and follow the channel. Keep well.